This is Ithaca at 8 weeks old. She's just starting her work in the field. She doesn't have any experience at this point. We put some birds out. She's just beginning to learn what it's all about, what they smell like, how to hunt. We leave dogs alone at this age. We just give them opportunity, throw a bunch of birds out, let them learn how to hunt. That's the best way to start them. Get them bold and confident in the beginning.
There she got it. There she got it. Good girl.
This is where she's gained enough confidence to where she'll actually grab a bird and pick it up. It's kind of what we're looking for at this point. And then she'll move forward from there. At this point, once she begins to pick birds up, she'll start to bump and chase and actually get bold, and her desire level will even increase from there to the point where she's chasing. Then we can introduce the gun and build the association that bang is a good thing. We usually pop the gun just before they get a bird in their mouth, so the association is real strong.
There's a good girl. Yeah, hello.
This is Ithaca. We've started steadying now. There's no more chasing of birds. You can see she's working the magic brush pile. She goes up here, and as she gets closer, a pigeon flushes. And you'll see she goes after it and then stops. Now you see she gives up the chase, and she asks for a do-over. She wants the shooter to go out and kill her a bird, because chasing doesn't work. She's learning that. You see Katie handle from the front here a little bit, claiming some space to let her understand that we can kill the bird. She doesn't have the ability to catch birds anymore. She has to defer to us. And a bird will go. And Katie picks up the bird that she simulated shooting and brings it back and gives it to her while she's steady to wing shot kill. As you can see on the way back here with the bird, Katie drops it to see if she can get the dog to move forward or to break. You see the dog has no intention of that. The dog understands steady to wing shot kill. This is another location where we do the brush pile work, and you can see Katie's out there and simulated killing a bird while the dog waits. And you'll see the dog do what we call a respectful submission. That's not fear-based. We'll talk about that later. Absolutely normal. Keep in mind that this is not a pointing drill. This has nothing to do with pointing, and a dog's not going to lay down on point. This has no relationship to that whatsoever. This is expected. This is what predators do. They have a respectful submission to one that has the power to catch the prey. This is the next part of our training with the magic brush pile. This is where the dog stops and defers to the shooter when there's no one out front. This dog is all by itself. It could run up there and try it by itself, but it chooses not to because that does not lead to success. This dog waits, defers, or asks the shooter to go out front. Shooter goes out front. There, the bird just got shot. And bring it back. There's your respectful submission. And she'll bring it back and give her the bird. If you look closely, you'll see a pigeon come out of the brush pile and fly right by the dog. I'm trying to get her to chase, and you'll see she doesn't chase anymore because it's not successful. This is Katie and Jeff working with Ithaca now in the field. And Ithaca goes on point here. Katie's going to be the handler, and Jeff's going to be the shooter. Everybody stays away from the dog. You don't go near dogs on point. The dog's intensity, drive, and focus is provided by the bird. You don't want to take any more focus than you need. Katie's in front, has her shooter out back behind. And there goes the bird, and Jeff shot it, and he goes and gets it and brings it back to Ithaca.
Ease up on your handling. Nice work.
Here we're changing things up a little bit. We're hunting Ithaca in the trees on some chucker. We make a point of that to change the scenario whenever we can so the birds have the opportunity to train the dog. Different areas, different birds, different, coveys, pheasants, chuckers, whatever we can think of. What we're looking for here is, of course, steady to wing shot kill. And have her wait while we bring it back. Now, as we go forward, we start letting the dog do some retrieves. But at this point, we're working on steadiness. And retrieving in a dog's mind is chasing birds, so it wouldn't be fair for us to include a lot of retrieve at this point. Get them steady. Once they show and they clearly understand steadiness in different situations, then we begin letting them have some of the retrieves, and they do it very well. You'll notice we don't use any verbal commands, hand signals, or whistles. Our handling is done primarily by body movement. This is an interesting one. Ithaca finds and points a bird in this small patch of heavy cover. And she's steady, and it's interesting because when it flushes, she can't see where it goes, so she steps to the side so she can see it. No intention of chasing. Her intent is to see where it went in case we do a retrieve or she can see it coming back. But we allow dogs to do this. I want her to see where this is because if I want to send her on a retrieve, she's got to know where it landed. So when this bird flushes, you watch what she does. Watch her intent. It's always important to read a dog and watch what their intent is. As you'll notice in all of these videos, all of these clips we're looking at now, you don't see any of that laying down in that respectful submission. She understands how the game is played now, and she's confident in the shooter, either releasing her to retrieve or actually bringing it back to her. So as I said before, that shows early in brush pile work, but it has no relationship to hunting when they understand what we're doing. You'll notice too that this method that we use actually helps to get a real natural retrieve. You see, the dog decided to bring that over and share it with the shooter. This is more opportunity for dogs to learn about the bird. This is where we turn two dogs loose. They both understand what honoring is. It's a natural thing. We've shown them a couple of times how it works, and whatever dog is honoring, he knows he's going to get a reward. He's going to get a bird too, so they don't mind doing it. This is Ithaca pointing, and Tom, this is Andy's dog, is going to see this. Actually, when he sees it, he's back behind me. I'll swing the camera around, and you'll see him honoring Ithaca. He goes around here and he actually sees him after he passes behind me. And there he is. He's on honor. With these dogs, there's been no yard work, no repetition, and no e-collars used. This is all natural stuff. Dogs understand. They want to be successful, and they recognize that we have a power that they don't possess. We have the power to catch the prey, and they want to share in that. Have to make sure we know where everybody is before we shoot.
There you go.
And the bird flushes and we shoot it, and we give that bird to the pointing dog, and then we take a bird and give it to Tom. Everybody gets a reward, and everybody does a nice job. This is where we start doing some testing. This is Ithaca going on point. We want to see just how steady she'll be when another dog comes in and steals the point from right in front of her. At this point, Ithaca just turned 8 months old, and she has a pretty good idea how to manage her birds, and she does nice stop the flush. She understands steady to wing shot and kill and honors. Now it's mainly a matter of exposure. We want to get her out on wild birds and let her put together everything she's learned on a lot of different bird scenarios. Basically what I call to get her seasoned.